Time Druid is almost dead, and Time Druid does go down. Sneaky Elephant's going for it, and they do manage to keep the phase gate up. Onos is moving in right as the arcs are moving out. This is very fortuitous timing by the alien. Welcome everyone to the Sucky Gamer Natural Selection 2 tournament. My name is of course Talutha, also known as the Sucky Gamer. And unfortunately, due to last minute scheduling issues, I don't have a co-caster today. I'm all by myself. You guys are going to have to make do with me and my lonesome voice. But we do have a great cast for you today. We've got two wonderful teams signed up and ready to go. This is the quarterfinals in the tournament. We've got Nexzil versus Bounded. And as most of you know, Nexzil is often regarded as the best North American team out there right now. And this should be a good match. They've done great work in the ENSL. They did great work in their last match in the Sucky Gamer tournament. They went up against Breakfast Club and took that 3-0 in a best of 5 matchup. Today they're facing the European team Bounded. And this is Bounded, I believe, their first game in any official capacity. They formed right after the ENSL started. And unfortunately, they weren't able to get in. They haven't been able to get into any other tournaments either. But they've been doing a lot of scrims. They've been going around fighting as many teams as they can, and they've done a fantastic job taking matches every now and then, grabbing them, and we'll see what happens in today's great matchup against Nexzil. I'm certainly excited to check it out. I hope you're excited to check it out as well. And this is going to be the first game that I've personally casted since the new patch came out. We had a patch come out a few days ago, 2.36. We're on 2.37. 2.37 was a hot fix for some crashing issues, but 2.36 came out a few days ago. A lot of big changes. The biggest change, especially for the aliens, being you're not able to put cysts within 6 meters of each other now. And that's a pretty significant change. It used to be 2 meters within each other, but there was a lot of cyst spamming going on, and they weren't able to. That Unknown Worlds decided, that wasn't fun for the Marines, having to destroy all these cysts everywhere. So they went ahead and changed it to where you had to place them 6 meters apart rather than 2 meters apart. Now, basically, what this means is that there's a few side effects to this that I've been reading about on the forums. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play personally in a lot of the games that have been going on. I haven't had a lot of time to jump into any Natural Selection 2 games, but from what I've been reading on the forums, this has the side effect of whenever you place a cyst down next to a resource tower, if that cyst isn't close enough to the resource tower, the infestation won't go out there and you won't be able to claim the tower. Whereas if you try to put another cyst down, it might be within that 6 meters. So the issue is that the infestation won't reach all that 6 meters. And if you're unlucky as an alien, you won't be able to claim resource towers if you don't think about that when you're putting your cyst down. So that's something both teams are going to have to think about today. And as you know, this is a North American versus European matchup. We're going to play 2 Marine games for Bounded on their server first. Then we're going to switch over to the Nexzil server, and they're going to play their Marine games over there. And that's how this will work. So Bounded gets the first 2 Marine games to give them the ping advantage over in an EU server. When those 2 games are up, we'll move on to the Nexzil server. They'll take their marine games, and we'll all have a jolly good time. But before we go ahead and jump into that, let's go ahead and take a look at the brackets here for the rest of the tournament. You can see over here we got in the first matches we had Cystisis versus Duplex. Duplex took that 3-0. Gonthar versus Cool Clan. Cool Clan took that 3-0. Nexzil versus Breakfast Club. Nexzil took that 3-0. True North versus Northern Lights 3-0. To be scheduled is a Circle Alert game versus Duplex and the team versus Cool Clan. We don't have scheduling for that yet. But what we do have scheduling for, obviously today, is the Nexzil versus Bounded game. Right there, we'll be seeing the turnout for that. And then Archaea versus True North is actually tomorrow. So if you want to check out the Archaea versus True North match, that is tomorrow. That is at, oh, I don't have the time right in front of me. Why don't I have the time right in front of me? I'm such a bad person. That is tomorrow at 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, and 7:30 in the afternoon, in the evening for the Europeans. So if you guys do want to turn out for that, that is going to shape up to be a good matchup. Again, that's another EU versus North American game. So that should be good. I hope all of you are excited to tune into that. I know I'm going to be excited to cast it. I believe Gohan Zeta is going to be joining me for that cast. I'm not quite sure. He wasn't able to 100% confirm, but we'll try. We'll see. Hopefully he'll be able to join me. If not, hopefully I'll be able to find someone else. And if I can't find someone else, I'll just cast by my lonesome, and you'll be stuck with me yet again. Oh, the horror. But anyways, today's first matchup is going to be on the wonderful NS2 Tram or Summit. We're going to be on Summit first, not Tram. What am I thinking? We're going to Summit. And then Tram. And then, who knows? Who knows? Well, let's go ahead and get started. Nexzil versus Bounded. NS2 Tram. Summit. Golly, I'm all over the place. I don't have a co-caster here. I'm frazzled. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to start on Summit today as this first match. So let's go ahead and get into that, folks. Welcome everyone to Natural Selection 2 Summit, where we'll be playing our first matchup with Nexzil versus Bounded in the Natural Selection 2 Sucky Gamer tournament. This should turn out to be a good match. Again, we're doing a North American versus EU matchup. So, we should be good to get rocking on that. The volume's a little low for some reason. They changed a bit of the sound settings in the recent stuff. So let me just bump that up to full. And that should be good. Did I have to hit apply? I don't think so. There we go. We're good. All right. And let me get teams. All right. And I think we're ready to go. Well, I am. So it looks like we're just waiting on one Nexzil player to jump in, and then we'll be good to go. So for those of you who don't know much about NS2 Summit, big point right here in Crossroads. That's going to be the big tech point for both teams, especially for the alien teams. Bounded right now has a ping advantage. That's why we give them the Marine rounds on their server, because ping is vitally important for Marines, much more so than aliens. Aliens, you go up there, you chomp, you hope for the best. There is precise aiming involved, but there's nowhere near as much precision and latency issues as that you'll get playing as a Marine. So the Bounded right now having the ping advantage just because they have long range shots. The bullets are obviously very tiny compared to the large bite radius that an alien has. And it should be good. Oh, looks like we have all players good to go. Let's do this. And it seems a little dark. I think it's a little dark on the cast. I'm trying to brighten that up for you guys. Alright. Hopefully that looks a little better. And just waiting. It's so boring. I'm all by myself. I need a friend. Does anyone want to be my friend out there in the wonderful world of natural selection 2? I did have a co-caster lined up, but unfortunately this game got delayed by an hour, and that hour is all they needed to not be able to make it. Darn the two teams. Darn the two teams for doing that to me. But we'll make do. We'll have fun. I started off by myself. I can do it. I hope all of you believe in me. And if you don't, no worries. Still waiting on that 6 Nexzil player. I'm not quite sure. They might be having some connection or ping issues. All the Nexzil guys are around 120 right now. Obviously the Bounded people, except Sneaky Elephant at 262. He was at 400 earlier. I thought that was just an aberration, but he is pretty high. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure. I think Glissy was the one having issues. I just say that because his name's at the bottom. Assuming he just joined. And Sneaky Elephant is going to rejoin real quick. So, we'll be rocking soon. Looks like all of Nexzil is gorged up at the current moment. Still waiting on Sneaky Elephant. By the way, I do want to thank you all for tuning in on this Sunday, this wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Like I said, tomorrow we're going to have a matchup between True North and Archaea, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, and 7:30 p.m. Central European. So be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a good match. I'm not 100% sure on the server placements. I think Archaea's opting to give True North all the advantage, so all the matches might be played on the True North server. Again, I can't be 100% sure about that right now. Might have been some miscommunication there, but that'll be exciting. That'll give True North a definite advantage, and should be a good game. Oh man, I'm out of stuff to talk about. Blink is saying I can talk about him. Steamy Taco is saying I can talk about the weather. I could talk about Lance Armstrong and his recent Oprah Winfrey interview. Bitey said something, talk about a teammate. I'm not sure who the teammate is. Now it looks like on the cast that it's too bright on the cast. I moved it back down to default. We'll see what happens. It looks really dark. The reason I'm messing with this stuff is because I got a new video card yesterday and all the settings got jacked around with, and it looks really dark on my streaming computer monitor. But now that I look at it, now that it's catching up with the 3-minute delay, it looks really foggy and really terrible. So I moved it back down to default settings. Hopefully that'll make it look okay. I'll have to fiddle with it some more, I guess. Natural Selection 2 is the only game that gives me problems with brightness and whatnot. So we're still having issues. Sneaky Elephant's ping is an issue. And that's what we're waiting on right now. I appreciate everyone's patience. Hopefully we'll be able to get this game rocking soon. And we'll have a good time, I hope. Alright, and Bounded finally calls ready. Waiting on Nexzil to ready up, and we'll get going in this best of 5 matchup for the Psychic Gamer Natural Selection 2 tournament. I hope you are all excited. I'm excited. Waiting on Nexzil. Oh, anytime now. Anytime now. Any moment. Here we go. All right. And welcome everyone to the very first match, Nexzil versus Bounded. Bounded starting over in flight control today on NS2 Summit. Nexzil starting over in Data Core. And just taking a look at the map here, we see a 2-2 split by Nexzil. We see a 3-2 split by Bounded. 3 going down to Computer Lab, 2 going up to Crevice. 2 aliens going through maintenance access, and 1 alien in Atrium, 1 in Reactor Core. Very far away spawns. This is going to be beneficial for Bounded, and it looks like we're going to see the first engagement up in the Crevice area as Fresh gets tagged by a Parasite. Bitey doing an excellent job keeping them a little bit distracted there. R-Line, on the other hand, on the other side of the map down in Computer Lab, just skulking down below the Marines, waiting for that resource tower to build. And it looks like Bitey is already punishing them up in Crevice. And that's a resource tower already lost by the Bounded team. Two aliens, Marine, Bitey and Glissy, and doing an engagement down in flight control. They both end up going down. Excellent shooting by Fleddy, taking them both out. 3 Marines in sub-access right now. This resource tower going up with Blink doing a little bit of guarding work. Wondering if he should harass. Obviously waiting for R-Line. R-Line does get spotted. Takes 1 shot of damage. Blink gets spotted as well. Excellent job by the Bounded team right now. Just keeping Nexzil kind of at bay, not allowing them to come in when they want to, and not allowing them to do the harassment that they want to, just right at the top of the game. We do have Fresh Bro and Fleddy up in an engagement in Crossroads. Looks like 3 aliens are coming up. R-Line, Blink, and Bitey is biding his time, waiting until all 3 teammates are here to do a great attack. Fresh Bro does get parasited. And 1 alien does go down, but Nexzil, R-Line, and Blink are able to take down the 2 Marines. Crossroads is won by the aliens. Unicorn going in to save Computer Lab from Glissy. Glissy very low health, but 2 aliens do move in. Looks like Unicorn might get taken out, and there he goes. Lots of damage done by him, but unfortunately he's not able to take them out in the end. And we already see it looks like a 2-man pressure squad up against Blink over in Pipe Junction, possibly moving in to the Hive to do a little bit of damage. But Bitey moves in behind Deimos. Deimos goes down, and Steamy Taco is all by himself as Versal comes in behind him. And Versal trying to deal with his spit. This spit was also fixed in the recent patch. Easier to hit Marine players now. And there it goes. He does go down. The Marine pressure squad applies 0 pressure, but at the same time, the Marines do have 2 resource towers, and one's waiting to be built over in Computer Lab. Looks like Deimos and Unicorn completely ignore that, so they are sitting on 2 towers. The aliens sitting on 3. 2 aliens moving into Crossroads. USA is a Gorge. Bitey is a Skulk. And we do have Blink on the other side as a Skulk as the power finally goes up in Crossroads. Resource Tower in Computer Lab is still not quite built yet. Sub-access is going to be getting hit here soon. Blink going ahead and going for that. And Deimos is really cautious about building this resource tower for good reason. He's been constantly harassed, and the Marines are losing any ground here. Nexzil's finally picking up the ground that they want to. Excellent drifter placement by Nexzil right now. 1 in Summit Reception, 1 in Sub Access. They're going to be able to see exactly where these Marines are coming from. And that's going to be another resource tower lost in sub-access for the Marines, putting them down to 3 lost. And on only 2 as Atrium gets claimed by the alien team. Hydra's up already. We already have a resource tower set up. And it's going to be a quick second Hive. The Marines only sitting on mines right now. The aliens sitting on Carapace. Which is giving them a distinct advantage against these bullets right now. Kind of a mini engagement as USA is trying to keep himself up with heal spray, and he's doing it. He is able to survive through that. Amazing work by USA. Using that heal spray to his definite advantage, keeping him up just in time for one of his teammates to come in and protect him. The Marines now moving in. Steamy Taco and Fresh Bro moving into Atrium, seeing that there's a second Hive building right now. But Glissy and Blink move in to do some defense. Glissy as a Skulk and Blink as, Glissy as a Lurk, Blink as a Skulk. And it looks like USA is coming in to rush that Hive building right there. Oh, Bitey taking quite a bit of damage against this Computer Lab resource tower. This Drifter moving in for a better position. And Deimos actually comes in. And the Drifter's actually trying to do some work against Deimos as well. But Deimos does go down. Bitey goes down as well. It looks like they're going to lose this Computer Lab tower as well. That's going to be 4 resource towers lost for the Marines. The aliens still sitting on 3, but they haven't lost any resource towers at all as they go ahead and bring phase gates up. I'm interested to see where they put these phase gates. They haven't really been able to make a lot of pressure anywhere else in the map. They might be wanting to set up a phase gate network down in sub-access, as that's been pretty much the consistent place they've been able to keep up a resource tower, even though right now we see Blink taking it down as well. Unicorn and Deimos building up Computer Lab. Not a whole lot, though, going around in the rest of the map. We see a minor engagement here in Summit Reception. But not a whole lot going on. They might be going for this resource tower. This is incredibly close to the alien second Hive, which is now completed. Nope, 99%. It'll be completed here in a second. The alien's sitting on 36 resources. We're definitely going to see Leap go up here as soon as this is done. Maybe any second now. But we do have 3 Marines moving down into computer lab, and there goes Leap. Now Leap's researching. Still no phase gate set up around the map. We don't have a home phase gate either. The Marines are sitting on 30 resources, so they can place down 2 phase gates pretty quickly if they need. Walking right into this drifter, setting up a resource tower up in Crossroads, and it looks like they're wanting to grab Crossroads as a second tech point. Glissy's moving in to try to deny this, quite possibly, and there he goes, moving him up against Deimos. Not making any shots against Glissy. Glissy takes out Deimos. Now one-on-one against Fresh Bro. B-Link moving in as well, along with R-Line, and this Marine movement is completely punished. The Marines are down to 1 resource tower now as soon as Crossroads goes down, and the aliens have pure dominant threat over the entire map. There's not really any way Bounded can get out of this unless they start landing a lot of shots very well, and they're basically just getting outplayed right now by the alien team. Excellent, excellent play by Bounded, punishing them for any type of expansion that they try. And we have Glissy over here. He did take a lot of damage, but USA is right behind him, healing him back up already. R-Line sitting in the vents against Fresh Bro and Fleddy. Deimos also sitting in Crossroads doing an engagement against Bitey. And there it is. We see the phase gate set up in Crossroads. Will the Marines be able to do this? The aliens see the phase gate and they're moving in force to punish this, not allowing a phase network to get set up, because if the Marines do claim Crossroads, that will be a huge advantage for them. But the Crossroads resource tower does go down. Nexzil USA does take out that phase gate with his spit, causing those resources to be permanently lost. And that's just a devastating blow right now for this Bounded team. 3 Marines again moving through Summit Reception, going into Crossroads. Bitey and USA trying to deny them as much as they can. And Glissy again moving in as a lurk, doing an excellent job as a lurk, sitting at 10 kills, 2 deaths. And that's now 12 kills and 2 deaths as he takes down both Marines in Summit Reception. 3 aliens punishing Computer Lab expansion as Steamy Taco tries to defend this resource tower. And that is a total of 9 resource towers lost for the Marines, losing an average of 1 resource tower a minute as we're only 9 minutes into the game. And they're only sitting on 1 tower right now. 14 resources, no upgrades against nearly fully upgraded aliens. We're getting Bile Bomb set up. We're getting Blink set up for an eventual fade. Looks like Blink is going to be able to fade up here soon. R-Line is able to fade up right now. And just no expansion opportunities at all. Look at this, Fleddy and Crossroads, this ninja phase gate going down. Whether he'll be able to hold this or not, he somehow got past this drifter without the aliens knowing. Excellent move by Bounded here, but Glissy's moving in. Glissy doesn't see him. He doesn't hear the building, and the phase network does get set up as a ping goes down in Crossroads. This is going to catch Nexzil by complete surprise. Blink coming in right now as a fade, not taking any damage, and it looks like all of Bounded, while doing an excellent, excellent play here, finding a chink in Nexzil's armor. They're just unable to capitalize on this, as all of Nexzil now understands there's a phase gate, and that thing is going to go down incredibly quickly. So excellent play by Bounded, excellent play by Nexzil cleaning up right there, and just wow. Now, that was good on both teams. Unfortunately, Bounded wasn't able to capitalize. They're going to go ahead and take advantage of all the aliens sitting in Crossroads, and it looks like they're going to try to move down into Computer Lab, possibly to set up a phase gate down into Summit Reception. And there it goes. Bounded goes ahead and calls good game. So Nexzil's going to go ahead and take game 1 of 5 in this best of 5 matchup. And excellent, excellent play there.
Command station under attack.
And that Crossroads phase gate could have been a game-changing thing there. But unfortunately, as I said, Bounded just wasn't able to capitalize on it. As hard as they tried, they just weren't able to do it. So we should be switching over to NS2 Tram, I believe. And we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. Through wonderful, wonderful votes. And again, that was an excellent play by the Nexzil team, keeping the bounded players just completely at bay there. And I'm excited to see how their alien play on Tram is, and whether bounded will be able to step back and take them out as the Marines. So here we go, folks, moving into NS2 Tram. All right. We're waiting on the server right now. It seems like something has occurred. The server might have crashed or might not have enjoyed the switch to Summit here. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to switch screens here. And see if I can get this resolved. Could it be possible that I just got disconnected from the server? Enjoy this music. All right, looks like I'll be coming in here in a second. I did indeed get kicked. They didn't want me in the game. They don't like me. They kicked me out. They're like, Talutha? No. No casting. All right. So we are back in and good to go. So this is going to be match number 2 in this best of 5 Nexzil versus Bounded. Here we are on NS2 Summit Tram. God, I can't get these maps correct. Here we are on NS2 Tram. Of course, Nexzil's going to be again on the Alien team. Bounded again on the Marine team. And we saw an excellent game at the first match on Summit, where Nexzil did a great job keeping pressure. Bounded almost came back with that Ninja Phase Gate, but unfortunately they just weren't able to hold it. Too many upgrades on the Alien side, and not enough upgrades on the Marine side. Nexzil often counts Tram as their bread and butter map. This is their favorite map. They play this a lot. They have a lot of great strategies on both Marines and Aliens. I believe the last time I talked to them, they did say their Marine play on Tram was a lot better than their Alien play. But don't count that as saying their Alien play is lacking by any means. Bounded definitely has an uphill battle against them right now. And we'll see if they're going to be able to turn this around at all. And it looks like all teams are ready. And we'll be rocking here any moment. All right, there's Bounded with the ready check. Just waiting on Nexzil. I would love to be in Nexzil's chat right now, hearing what they're talking about. Possibly going over some strategies, maybe talking about what they had for dinner last night. But here we go. Game number 2 in this best of 5. Bounded as Marines starting up in Warehouse today on NS2 Tram. Aliens starting down in Shipping. And just checking out the map here, all 5 Marines looks like, or 4 Marines moving down through the tunnels into Hub. Standard 2-2 split by the Aliens. 3 Marines now down in Hub. 1 Marine moving into platforms. And 1 Marine still in base. Deimos building the armory. Looks like we're seeing our first engagement go down in the Hub area. Looks like Bitey and Blink going up against Fleddy, Steamy, and Unicorn. Fleddy does get parasited. And it looks like the 2 aliens are doing a great job of keeping them distracted. Mine's coming up right now. We see a Crag Hive for the first hive of the aliens. But not a whole lot going on down in the Hub area. Just a little bit of harassment by the aliens. And we already see a resource tower being placed in ore processing. Glissy is up there. Glissy takes a lot of damage, though, from Fleddy. And it looks like we already have a Bitey is in the Marine base right now. Sneaky Elephant has to jump out of the chair. Sneaky Elephant does go down. Deimos goes down as well. This might be it. 3 alien push into Warehouse. That IP is going to go down. And there it is. Fleddy coming in, not able to do it. And looks like Nexzil is going to for sure take this second match with a quick minute 30 alien rush on the command center. So before this match even starts with the delay, it is already over. Bounded taking a very quick loss. And now we'll go ahead and move on over to the Nexzil server. That was, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot that went on in that game. Not a not a whole lot to talk about in that game. We're gonna go ahead, like I said, switch over to the Nexzil server. Just from what we've seen so far, I mean, Nexzil has been at the absolute top of their game right now, and it's gonna be hard for Bounded to come back from that. But we'll see if they're able to do it. And I actually don't know the password to the Nexzil server, so we're gonna sit here patiently. I'm going to stare into your eyes, into your soul, as we wait just what Bounded has to do to pull this game away from Nexzil. Nexzil's going to take the advantage now with Ping going to the Marines. Obviously, Bounded is going to be aliens. Who's to say which one has an advantage? Nexzil has superb accuracy as a Marine team. They definitely have the coordination down. But again, at the same time, Bounded's been doing a lot of scrims, and that's hard. When you get a rush like that on your main base right at the beginning, that's hard to come back from. That's hard to combat, and it's unfortunate when it happens. It's unlucky for the Marine team. They were just out of position, and Nexzil was just in a great position, and they took advantage of it. They took great advantage of it, but it was good. It was good. Let me see if I can get into this Nexzil server right now. Enjoy this music. I'll go ahead and toss it back on the wedding screen. I'm sorry. Again, I don't have a co-host today, so I don't have a lot to talk about. It's pretty lonely here. It's just sad. I'm sad. Again, tomorrow, Archaea versus True North, 1:30 Central, 7:30 Central European time. Be sure to tune in for that. It's going to be a good game. At 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, 7:30 European. So again, that's True North versus Archaea. Two good teams. True North, definitely a very good North American team. Archaea, often regarded as the best natural selection team out there right now. And it'll be good. It'll be good. Be sure to tune in for that. Let me go ahead and chunk it back to the waiting screen right now while I get this server information. Welcome everyone, we are back on NS2 Summit. Both teams are in the server. We're now on Nexzil's server, which means Nexzil has a ping advantage as a Marine team. And as we all saw, Nexzil is at 2, Bounded is at 0, so this is a very important game for Bounded. This is a best of 5, so if Nexzil takes this game as a Marine team, then it's going to be GG. It's going to be a good game. Bounded's tried their hardest. Nexzil showing that they're the superior team right now, but anything can happen. Underdogs win sporting events all the time. So maybe we'll see an upset here. So we're just waiting for both teams to ready up right now. And there we go. Nexzil is now ready. And it looks like both teams are ready. Here we go. Starting the live match now. 2-0 in Nexzil's favor. Nexzil has the Marines starting down in sub-access. Close spawns here in NS2 Summit today, with Bounded as the aliens starting up in flight control. Looks like a 3-2 split. Oh no. Yep. Oh. Freshbow doesn't know where he wants to go, but it looks like 2 Marines up in Computer Lab, 3 aliens now down to 1.5 aliens down in Computer Lab, as both teams know exactly where each other has spawned. Marines taking ventilation with little to no pressure right now. Looks like we have Unicorn moving across the top of the map, not encountering any Marines at the current moment, and Blink actually moving into Crossroads. Glissy and Arline about to have to deal with 4 aliens hiding right here. Whether they'll be able to do it remains to be seen. And there they go. 1 alien goes down. 3 aliens left. Oh, looks like both Nexzil players end up going down. Glissy going down as well. And they're only able to take down 1 alien. Looks like Computer Lab is going to fall right now if they're not able to reinforce that in time. We do have an IP queued up in the Marine base to get those spawns out faster, but we already have 2 Marines sitting in flight control right now, doing a lot of pressure against these aliens. Blink and USA already moving through. Steamy Taco all by himself. Looks like Fleddy is moving in as well. And Elephant is actually staying in the command center right now. Steamy Taco doing a little bit of healing. Ventilation getting punished by Unicorn right now, causing Bitey to have to come back. He did happen to claim Data Core already, so Data Core is up. The Marines are up to 3 resource towers, only 1 lost. Bitey does protect ventilation, and just a lot of Marine pressure going on. 3 Marines sitting in flight control, about to be 2 as soon as Glissy goes down. Gliss does go down. Blink and USA by themselves, doing a lot of work on this resource tower. Looks like USA almost decided to suicide himself on it, but he didn't. And the resource tower does remain at 35% health. Blink all by himself trying to back up, but he does go down. So the aliens do clean up that massive Marine pressure right there at the beginning of the game. Marines again sitting on 3 resource towers, about to be 4. The aliens only sitting on 1. They haven't expanded anywhere. They haven't had the chance to expand anywhere. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and make a fast push towards Summit Reception to grab their 2nd resource tower. Looks like Fresh Bro is at ventilation again, trying to do some damage on this. Finish off this resource tower. It is at 18%. USA trying to defend it. Fresh doing a great job going around, and that resource tower does fall. The Marines down to 4 towers, 2 lost already. And still, the aliens still at 1 tower. Deimos does happen to clean up the Marines sitting in there, so the Marines will not get ventilation back. Unicorn doing a great job against Computer Lab as Arline comes in for the defense. Oh, Arline does go down, so Unicorn might be able to take that resource tower. The Marines up here, Bitey all the way moving through Atrium. Data Core is getting hit. Ventilation's getting rebuilt. Reactor Core is built, and Bitey, of course, still in Atrium. And it looks like the Computer Lab resource node gets saved as well. Glissy does a great job saving that resource tower. And looks like Blink's coming in. Looks like Data Core is going to get saved. The Marines doing an amazing job moving around this map incredibly quickly. I'm not quite sure how they're able to keep these lines held, but they're doing it amazingly. Already up to 6 resource towers right now. The alien's still sitting on 1. And Bitey's moving down to punish the second resource tower that's building. Unicorn and Fletty, though, right there to try to defend it. And unfortunately, Bitey does go down, but the resource tower is going to get built, and it is going to get finished. 2 resource towers now by the aliens, but a lot of pressure by Nexzil in the alien base again. Sneaky Elephant doing whatever he can to keep that resource tower up. They know that resource tower is incredibly vital, the only one they have on the field along with Crevice, but Crevice is going to be under constant pressure. Blink doing a great job against Unicorn right now. Unicorn does go down, and Blink is going to move towards the Crevice resource tower. Glissy's all by himself in the alien base, and he does end up falling. Looks like we have Steamy Taco in response to Blink up in Crevice. And Blink is going to go ahead and finish off that resource tower. Steamy Taco trying to move in. He knows he can't get there in time. Oh, but that resource tower is still up. And Blink is actually playing it safe, it looks like. It looks like he got out of there. He is back in Atrium right now. And that resource tower is going to stand at 3% health. Blink almost had it. Looking back at the alien base, we do see Glissy and Arline again doing a lot of harassment here. Doing a great job keeping the aliens inside of their home. But unfortunately, the Marines do go down. They're not able to keep that pressure up. And a second command center getting placed down by Bitey and Crossroads. So still, the Marines sitting at 6 resource towers. The alien pressure almost completely stopping on any of these resource towers. We do see some infestation that was moving through here, but it looks like Bitey took care of that. And that's the second command chair. Actually, the Marines are down to 5 resource towers now. Ventilation is also getting hit. Looks like they lost Atrium is where they lost that other one. So they're going to be down to 4 resource towers now. Ventilation not going to be able to be held. And Glissy and Blink both again in this alien base, putting pressure on their resource tower. No aliens in the area, causing Sneaky Elephant and Steamy Taco to both come back. And that resource tower is going to fall. And that's putting the aliens down to 1 resource tower, the only one in Crevice. It looks like a big engagement's going to be happening here. And here it is, 3 Marines versus a lot of aliens. 1 Marine does go down, that was Glissy. 2 Marines still in the hallway here. And here he goes, the Skulk moving in. Arline does go down, so this Marine is all by himself. Who is this? That is Blink. Oh, and Blink is almost dead, sitting at very little health, but Glissy is moving in now that he's respawned. Coming in to apply that pressure yet again. 2 Marines in Computer Lab, a third one coming to reinforce. 2 Marines moving down the Crevice, and the aliens are at 0 resource towers right now, attempting to rebuild flight control. To get their resource tower back up. Looks like Fresh Bro is sitting in Crossroads, punishing the Marines for doing such aggressive attacks onto their base. But now 5 Marines, the entire Marine team moving in right now to do a lot of pressure on this alien team. And Nexzil is just playing an absolutely amazing game right now, just keeping these aliens completely locked in their base. Anytime they try to get out there, they'd put pressure on the alien hive and pull them all right back. And here we go. This looks like a final push for Nexzil. Doing a great job taking out these eggs. They do see the shell sitting in the corner. That resource tower going to go down again. And Atrium is claimed as a second hive location, a clutch second hive location. There are no aliens on the map right now. They definitely need to try to get a gorge over there. But whether he'll be able to sneak out or not, that remains to be seen. Sneaky Elephant's the only one left alive. Looks like there's 0 eggs. And that's going to do it. Nexzil's going to take this. Nexzil's going to take this 3-0. And it looks like that's going to be it. This is going to be it. There it goes. Flight control is destroyed. Atrium is the only hive still up, and Bounded goes ahead and calls a good game. So that's going to be 3-1 games by the Bounded team. Or by the Nexzil team. No games, unfortunately, won by Bounded. So another 3-0 victory for this tournament. All right. Well, the stream cut out in the middle there. I'm not quite sure how much y'all are going to miss. Y'all are going to obviously get this part of the broadcast. Just as a recap, Nexzil took this 3 games, Bounded at 0 games, unfortunately. And that's going to be another 3-0 split. There. And, you know, this is interesting. Again, this is my first tournament that I've ever hosted. I did this completely random seeding. All these games are completely random seeding right now. And lots of 3-0 games. Every match that's been played so far has been a 3-0 matchup. And give me 1 second. The stream cut. I'm just making sure everything's hopefully still good. There it is. All right. Every game's been a 3-0 matchup so far. And that's going to change soon. That's going to change. If I bring up the brackets here, let me go ahead and bring this up for you guys again. We do see, like I was saying, all these matches have been 3-0 matches so far. Nexzil and Bounded again a 3-0. Archaea and True North, that's going to be an interesting game. We'll see if True North can pull out any games against Archaea. It's going to be very difficult. Archaea, a very, very good team. But if Archaea does move on, this is going to be the first, you know, I don't want to say this is going to be the first well-placed match of the tournament. Nexzil versus Archaea, if Archaea does go on. Obviously, Nexzil is moving on to the J bracket right now. And that'll be a good match. I'm excited to see that if that happens. If True North beats Archaea, I mean, that'll still be a good match. Because if True North is able to pull it out, take the matches against Archaea and go up against Nexzil, that means they're definitely going to be a worthy adversary. So we'll see how that turns out. The team in Cool Clan, not quite sure how that's going to go. Circlurk and Duplex is going to be an interesting match. I'm not quite sure if Circlurk is actually still around or not. I haven't been able to get in touch with their clan leader in quite a while. So Duplex might just be moving on to the I bracket on a free win there. So we'll see how that turns out. But the interesting matches are coming up, folks. So be sure to check that out. Again, Archaea and True North is going to be tomorrow, 12:30 Central, 1:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central European. And should be a good match. This is only Season 1 of the Sucky Gamer Tournament. Season 2 is going to be a lot better, I think. We'll see a lot more evenly matched teams. I'm going to bring that up to 16 teams. So 16 teams are going to go out on it. And they're not going to be random seeds. So I will, me and a team of expertly skilled experts will be placing all those matches, all those teams together. So hopefully we'll get a lot better matches going. Hopefully we won't see as many 3-0s next season. But this season's almost done. We have very few matches left. 4 matches, 5 maybe, left to go. So we're almost done with the season. I hope y'all are enjoying it so far. I'm definitely having fun casting it. I know the co-casters I've had on as guests so far have had fun casting it. And I hope you guys are having fun watching it. Again, if you're just tuning in, Nexzil took this 3-0. So 3 games against Bounded. Again, tomorrow's True North versus Archaea, 12:30 Central, 7:30 European. And that's all I have for today. It was a great match by all teams. Well played. I'm just going to go ahead and throw a few thank yous out like I do every cast because a lot of effort's gone into this tournament. Thank you, of course, to Rubix. He's in chat right now with Solo Rubix. Thank you for the videos you made. He made the intro video. He made the credits video you're about to see. Thank you for Soul. Soul made the 2 map videos you saw, Summit and Tram. So thank you to her for making those. Thank you for Armand for making this wonderful backdrop you see behind me. Thank you to all the teams and players. I hope everyone's having fun so far. Thank you to them for being excellent sports, doing this, dealing with me and my first tournament rules that I have set up. And it's been a lot of fun. So thank you for everyone. Thank you, of course, for Unknown Worlds for making this great game, making an excellent spectator mode. And that's all I have for today. Thank you to you loyal viewers. for making this all possible. But that's all I have. Again, good game, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you folks tomorrow for the Archaea True North game. So tune in for that. Good game, folks. And as always, stay sucky, gamers.
Racing